Alrighty, let's start this video off at the base, just right here at the entrance. And the reason being is I wanted to show you the calendar for this, season 1 of year 5. Now you can see right here that it tells us the current events that are going on and how many weeks are left in the season. More importantly, it shows we are in week 8. So week 8 of 11. Now, what was added to this game 8 weeks ago was the Descent playlist. Now, every week, since that has been released, we have had this project right here available. Now, this is something you can only complete once a week, and it is your weekly Descent project. Now, this project will have you defeat the Nemesis once a week for a collectible. Now, this collectible changes every week during the season, forcing you to play the Nemesis, or play Descent and defeat the Nemesis every single week. Therefore, you receive every new collectible as you go. Now, each of these collectibles are phone recordings, these comms, and these comms try to progress the story. You get more information about certain key characters that are playing, vital roles in the world of the Division. Now, more importantly, a lot of people in the community were upset and said that the Descent game mode was a waste of time and that they would never play this every single week for a single collectible. And, well, I don't know if this was the work of the Division gods or whatever magical power you want to say, but this past Tuesday, not only was the Nemesis nerfed by 10% for solo players, but they added in a new feature. And this is why I am saying that you need to play the Descent game mode right now. Now, what am I talking about? Well, if I go to progression and toggle over to collectibles, you will see comms. Now, this is the icon that you're seeing on your Descent playlist project every week, right? So these comms that are available, well, there's a few different things that I need to add to catch you up to speed. One being this collectible category, Descent, only had 12 available slots. Now you can see there are 14. So they added 2 slots as of Tuesday. Not only that, but you can see I have 8. And we are in week 8. So that means I am fully caught up on my collectibles, even though I missed killing the Nemesis, I think like a month ago, and I missed that collectible. I was able to get 2 collectibles this week after killing the Nemesis. So now I'm all caught up and I have all of the comms to talk about what's going on with this story and the lore of the Division 2. Now, right off the bat, I thought this might have been a fluke, right? So what I did is I jumped over to PlayStation. And if you're on PlayStation, I'm sure you can see me on the leaderboards now because this was the first time I ever played Descent on PlayStation. And after defeating the Nemesis on PlayStation, I exited out of that game mode and I received not 1, not 2, but 4. I received 4 collectibles for the Descent category after killing the Nemesis once. So I'm telling you right now, go play Descent. More specifically, do it solo and kill the Nemesis. Right after killing the Nemesis, instead of, continuing and trying to see how high up you can go in Descent, just exit out of the game mode, collect your exotic, and collect all of the collectibles that you have missed previously. Now, I'm not sure if the max is 4, but if you have not played Descent at all, or I should rephrase that, if you have not defeated the Nemesis yet in Descent, remember that the Nemesis was nerfed as of Tuesday for solo players, so definitely try it out again. but also let everyone know how many collectibles you get after defeating the nemesis, because I have two different answers. I have my Xbox and my PlayStation. I have not jumped over to PC yet because it already took me a couple hours to do this on two platforms. If I do this on another platform, I probably won't even make the video. So, as of right now, I have two different sources. My Xbox caught me up completely with my collectibles, and my PlayStation gave me half of the available collectibles. So I think I might want to try the Nemesis again on PlayStation just to see if it gives me the other four again, and then I'm fully caught up. Or if it's just like a once a week thing, maybe you do it once, it gives you four, you do it again, it'll give you four, who knows. But let's start this discussion. Let me know your experiences in the comment section below. And I'm going to actually end this video by playing these comms. I want everyone to listen to them, and then we can start the discussion about what's going on with the story of the Division 2 as of year 5, because all of this is new to a lot of you, if not all of you. Now, I'll do a separate video where we're going to deep dive into these collectibles. But without further ado, let's listen to them and I'll get you out of here. But play the Descent game mode right now. Defeat the Nemesis. It is easier to do so solo. So try it out and let me know what you get as a reward. I'm Kamikazevondoom. If you found this helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form, please hit that thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing. And again, let us all know in the comments what happens with you. But yeah, let's jump over to these collectibles. So go to progression, collectibles, comms, and descent. All right, here we go. Get your tinfoil hats ready.
Ned,
Cal,
how's the family?
Felix got into medical school.
You're paying, of course.
Of course.
Well, I know our pockets aren't as deep as yours. Hopefully you'll play nice in the bidding war today.
Oh, Cal, I don't want to start a war with you. We're not interested in a bidding war. We've set the price. Either you can pay it, or you can't.
What Claire means to say is this technology is not exclusive. Everything you see today will be available for your organization with top-of-the-line security to ensure that your data stays secure, remotely accessible, and permanently backed up on a private apocalypse-proof server at one of our bases in North Dakota or Alaska. Alaska?
Isolated and cold. Easier and cheaper to maintain security and temperature control of the servers. I assume you're underground and using geothermal cooling? That's correct, Ms. Sokolova. Nat, please.
Cal wants us to update all 3 systems on his watch.
Why?
Someone said the color cycling made him look like a disco ball.
Was it Vic or Natalia?
Does it matter?
Yes. Because if this is about function or ego, I have different solutions.
Function. He doesn't need help with his ego.
We can have all 3 accessible through a single interface, but it could create security issues. A backdoor into the systems that would make it much easier to hack as long as you have legitimate access to one of the systems. You could get into the other 2.
Is that a bug or a feature?
Depends on how clandestine and classified you want your organization to actually be in practice.
The watches are inert until Isaac is activated, right?
More or less. Until you're activated and we maintain activation, it's just a watch.
A very smart watch.
Yeah, but without activation and the brick, it's just a watch that someday may alert you to get off your ass and get to work.
So until activation, there really isn't a threat.
Not to security. But they are passive. They are recording everything, all the time, and filling the databases. If he wants his analysts to be able to access all that intel and data, then feeding all 3 into the same repository could be beneficial. But it's definitely not secure.
And what about the other databases?
Like Diamond?
Yeah.
I mean, sure, it's all built on the same tech. If he wanted a backdoor into their operations to monitor them, it's just a matter of giving him access to their database.
How hard would that be to hook up?
It's 1 server and 1 update, 5 minutes. But it would put our other contracts in danger if they ever found out.
How would they find out?
The same way Cal would find out. They would all have access to the same back door. If they are all from the same root, it's just a matter of finding the right file. It's all there, but if someone gets bored or goes looking, they can find anything they want. If they've got the skills and patience to weed through the garbage first.
I'd really like to see the new prototypes when you have them ready. Until then, it's a pass for me.
That's too bad, Nat. I really think you'd benefit from getting in on this early. Be able to shape the R&D.
She's right. It's not a good fit. Besides, I'm not really comfortable working with private organizations with practically no public profile beyond Sokolov concern. I can't imagine your entire business is built around tactical knee pads.
I value discretion, Mrs. Ortiz. And I am sure you can appreciate that it's not wise for a woman in this industry to lay all her cards on the table until she is ready to play them.
I can. If you're concerned about the data, we can build a private server with biometric security. Only people you've personally vetted would have clearance to access or amend your services.
That's excellent to know. Alexander, please do get in touch for a demonstration once you get the interface down to a single component.
The prototype should be ready in a couple of months.
Excellent. Well, I'll let you finalize this deal. Cal, see you at the benefit later.
Wouldn't miss it for the world. Now, Alex, tell me, where do I sign?
I think you are really going to like this. For the rural agent, or in the unlikely event that the global or national network goes down, may we present the mobile shade server.
It looks like a briefcase.
Exactly.
That is a briefcase.
No, it's a mobile shade server.
Then why does it look like a briefcase?
Because you were right. Your agents are supposed to be hidden in plain sight, and it would be really hard to justify a warhound in someone's garage, but a briefcase, that's easily concealed and innocuous.
You spend much time in the rural parts of the country?
Can't say that I do.
You think an agent on a tractor with a leather-bound briefcase with a big Phoenix medallion isn't conspicuous? God help me.
Well, when you put it like that...
Make it metallic and lose the insignia. You can put the logo on the screen, but the outside should be blank.
That's excellent feedback, Cal.
If your mobile shade server works half as well in the field as it does in the simulation, this could be a game changer.
We're glad you agree.
Does Nat know about this?
No, this is a fail-safe for your agents only.
Good. Good.
There may come a time when you need to cut off her access to the network, and until you can isolate your access, this is an insurance policy against a potential coup.
You're a true patriot.
I wouldn't say that.
I'm sure Nat would be willing to pay top dollar for something like this.
I'm sure she would. But some things are too dangerous to give to the highest bidder. Some things should only belong to the people.
Now, I have big plans for this system of yours.
That's excellent, Cal.
If I wanted to utilize your system for 3 organizations, would I need to wear 3 of those watches and 3 of those bricks? Or could you put all 3 on a single unit for me?
I'm not sure what you mean.
I'm looking at your technology, and I see other organizations who could benefit from these tools. The NSA is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to intelligence and security. I have other, more obscure teams at my disposal who could utilize this technology. It would increase my order tenfold and give you and the missus plenty of seed money to play around with.
More private contractors?
Not at all. Homeland Security. Strictly homeland and governmental entities.
And they all fall under your purview?
Of course. I am the secretary.
If you're looking for a more discrete single unit, we could house all 3 on a single system, and you decide which system you want to access through the interface.
Can you get rid of the brick for me?
For just you, or for you and all the field agents?
Just me. I think it's helpful to have the identification on the back. The wrist can be a little hard to see, but that beacon of hope in the dark illuminating your face, there's something heroic about that.
Hostile detected. Hostile eliminated. Hostile detected. Hostile eliminated. What do you think?
I think this is a waste of time.
It's just for the field test. I promise. If the results come back and they prefer Anna, we can delete Isaac.
If we were just going to delete it all, I don't see the point in wasting time building an entirely separate AI. We could be investing this time in refining Anna instead of building a superfluous backup.
They've requested a more impersonal AI for the field test.
Did they request it, or did you ask them to request it?
You know how they are.
Fine, but Isaac is not going to be as smart or independent as Anna. I don't have time to do all that reprogramming and recording. He will have to be very binary in his morality. If you're fine with an AI that doesn't get nuance, I'll add him as an option.
I think the users will feel more comfortable with a less human-sounding AI. Anna can be a little much.
You're a little much.
I don't like how human she is sometimes.
Hostile detected. Recommendation, eliminate or sedate. She's hilarious, and she gives you choices. You're telling me you would rather have direct orders from an AI than operational choice?
I'm telling you, I don't think people are ready for an AI that can pass the Turing test.
So all of those pretty much sounded, in unison with each other. Well, listen to this one that I just received today. And we'll do a deep dive into this in a separate video, but I'm going to leave you with this comm, and let's discuss it in the comments. Here we go.
Sir, I wanted to follow up about that professor in New York.
What professor?
Amherst. His student was trying to seduce him.
So, did he sleep with her?
No, sir.
So your update is there is no update.
Not exactly.
I don't care about some college professor. Is there a problem with the Isaac system?
No, the comms are still coming in. There's still too much data to sort through, but I think we might want to take a closer look at this professor.
Is he sleeping with a different student?
No, sir. He's been giving lectures about viruses resetting the world to curb climate change.
So, kook.
Or dangerous expert in virology who could help nature along.
And there you have it. There are all 8 collectibles from the Descent category. You are now fully updated on all of the lore. We'll do a video deep diving into it in a separate video, but I hope you enjoyed. If you found this helpful or informative, again, hit the thumbs up, support the channel. You know the whole spiel. I'm Kamikazevondoom, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Peace out. Oh, and let me know in the comments how many collectibles you get from the Nemesis. Take care. Peace.